Day off. Lovely. Thinking of Joe Exotic though. Poor bugger. He's had a few days off now, isn't he? Anyway, so pond update. I've got a crick in my back again. Oh, it's muscular. No, not spinal. It's muscular. So let me flip you around, show you the fish. So here's the fishes. Oh, lovely fishes. Look at the fishes. Yeah, all right, mate. How you doing, boy? Yeah. Yeah, they're all nice and happy and warm. 18 degrees, 18 and a half degrees in there. 18 degrees, I think. I don't know. But a couple of jobs I got to do today, guys. If you look at my pond cover, I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with it. Some people might be happy with it, but I think it looks like an eyesore. So what I've got, guys, is a plan. Excuse that, but it actually works really well. So what I'm going to do is, later on, I'm going to measure the circumference, well, the distance from the outside of this top ring, and I'm going to order a see-through one of these funnels. That was just one I had in the shed. Doesn't quite fit, so you can see it looks like it's been bastardized. But what a good idea, guys. Goes straight through. It's lovely. So, but like I said, I'm not really happy with this. It's a little bit flimsy, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to reuse the boards, and I've got a spare board down there. Okay, I must be wealthy to have a spare board, innit, you know? But anyway, I've got a spare board there. I'm going to replace this today. I don't like it. I'm going to make it probably tonight in the shed, but I'm going to make a wooden framed version of this, but with a slight peaked roof all the way through. So only a little bit. The top is going to be about 4 inches higher than the sides. So I've got a plan. I bought some timber, which is out here, guys. I've got to move some dog poo this morning. I was hoping it was going to be frozen, but it's not. So what I have got, guys, to do my roof is there. So that's my timber I've got to do my new roof. And I think it's going to look more natural. Yeah, I think it's going to look more natural. I'm not too keen on that white stuff. I thought it was going to look nicer than it is, than it does. But hey-ho, is what it is. What can you do? So so that's going to be done today, guys. Sorry, I think you talked to my chin then. That's going to be done today. I've got to go down to the harbour as well. And I've got to get my trailer ready to take my boat out tomorrow morning at about 7:30 in the morning. So I better take my waders for that, because I don't fancy getting into the sea at this time of year. Even though the water temperature will be quite warm. And I know that because I'm an avid surfer. I haven't surfed for a little while though. But I have surfed Hawaii, South Africa. Not too much in America, but, well, Hawaii is America, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a little look at the filter house and what the plans are for today. Oh, double chin there. Better go on a diet. So the plan today is I'm going to take off my guttering, which is obviously temporary. That guttering's going to come off. I've got my rubber roof, so I'm just waiting for the day to brighten up a little tiny bit. There's no rain forecast today or tomorrow. So the plan is I'm going to take that black top sheet off, and we're going to put the rubber roof on today, and then I can put all the lovely trims around the side. That's one important job I want to do today. The next job I want to do is so at least this bottom tier here is to put my slabs back on. So I'll need to cut them to size to go through here. And what I'm going to use for this is I'm going to just use some Sikoflex. So I'm just going to put a bead of Sikoflex down and actually just put these on top and give them a good squish down so they stay there. That means then when I put my wooden top on, I don't have to take the wooden top back off, because then this is all in situ, it can stay there. But I'll be honest with you guys, it's dropped in temperature a lot in the last week. A lot. It's been going down to about 2-3 degrees in the evenings, I think overnight. I think currently it's about 7 degrees or 8 degrees or whatever, maybe about 7. But yeah, everything's going good. And we've established that she's got a bit of cart pox. Where is it? Ironically, it's sort of gone on the tail now. Wow. Okay, so that's cool. But the fish are in general good health. not quite as active as they were when the top was off, but they're probably a bit peed off, aren't they? So down there is my Bayer Koi Farm koi. And trust me guys, that thing is growing like a beast. So that's the score, and I've got to put a little bit of a trim through here. I'm not going to put the trims there, so the trim's going to end there, and then these are just going to be, that's going to be slated. It'll look tidy. I've got to cut in that very corner, if you can see just over there. Let me zoom in. So you can see where there's one board there from my neighbour's side, so I've just got to tie into that a little bit tidier. That was a nice fado, a bit tidier, so that's a job for today. Yeah, let's go into the filter house, shall we? Have a little look how things are going on. So there's quite a bit of moisture in here, to be honest, guys. You'd be happy to know I've changed that. Yeah, there is quite a bit of moisture in here, guys. Now, someone has stated there's no moisture on this. It's just on these and a little bit on the wall. So I think what that is, I'm no builder. These are single skin. So this is all obviously all insulated, right? So there's no, well, I don't know, whatever it's called. There's no damp coming from the outside in. I think what this is basically it's cold outside and it's warm inside, and you've got sweating, haven't you? So or whatever it's called, condensation. So to that end of things, what I was also going to my jacket, I'll put that on a minute. What I'm also going to do is, because if you look at this, all of this stuff is bone dry. That's all, but this is all bone dry here. So it's only the outside walls. So I think that's a problem I'm going to occur. But what I was going to do, guys, is black tile all of this area to make it look real plush and real neat and real nice. However, I may be turning this into the pond in the new year. So from here, glass window from there, and then I'll take these two spurs out because obviously that wall won't exist. That'll go straight into the pond, and I'll put a couple of what you call them, a couple of joists under there or something like that. I don't know, but that's the plan. I have only just realized as well that the window is sub-level, so what I might have to do when I do this is take that window out and put a slightly smaller window in there. I got a mate in the trade. We can get one made up which is the same width, but just, you know, the height will be about here, I guess. Yeah, about there, because the water level will be where this is here, you see. So I will order a piece of glass for that, because I think I'm definitely going to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put a bottom drain in here. I'm just going to put like a slight decline to go into the pond. Another thing I done the other day, guys, excuse this mess, is yesterday I put my second dose of Fluke Solve Plus in. Fish are absolutely fine, no flashing at all anymore. So I take it there. I think that's done the job, guys. They look happy enough. No more of that stuff going in the pond now. It's all happy and everything's done. I'm not even going to do a scrape on the fish, guys, because to be honest, the fish look happy. They're not flashing. I ain't going to take any fish out to scrape. There's no point. If there's no flashing, there's no problems. It's done. Someone did state that I could leave my UV light on with that Fluke Solve Plus. Well, I've just turned it off anyway, because at the end of the day, it's for blanket weed, you know, more or less. And there's no blanket weed growing in this way, in this climate at the moment. So that's been off. But I will turn it back on, because I think it's quite good for sterilising the water as well, I believe. Comment on that, but I think it's got sterilising properties as well as, you know, sorting out your blanket weed, isn't it? So that's got to go back on at some point soon. Let's flip you around. So the Blue Lab Guardian, guys, I can't state enough. This is absolutely incredible. And I've gone from 110, 100 TDS down to 80. We're actually at 18 degrees, so this is like flicking between 17 and 18, and we're at 7.3. Now, someone suggested that might be a little bit low, so it was 7.1, so I put about a egg cup full of a very technical measurement, an egg cup full of bicarb last week, and it raised it up by about 0.2. So I'm thinking that may be the way ahead. With my trickling the way it is, about that much, very technical, about that much, with an egg cup a week is raising that up to, so if I put an egg cup in now, you know, it'll go up to about 7.5. Comment, guys. Different people have got different ideas on the perfect pH level. Also online, you know, there's a variety of thought. But what do you reckon is the ideal pH level? Because now I've got the equipment and I'm almost gaining the knowledge of my pond to keep that pH where it should be. So comment, guys, below and suggest the correct pH. And what I'll do is I might write all those comments on a piece of paper, and I'll do a little equation, and I'll come up with the happy medium, and that's what I'm gonna listen to the general public. And you're not general to me. Everyone is valued. Let me say that now, because to be honest, I always get lovely comments on all my videos. But guys, we need to talk seriously about something now. Before I go on with building stuff, I've been talking to someone at Koi Water Barn. We have 80 High-Ute series from Shinoda coming in on Wednesday. Now I've been bargaining with someone. I have been bargaining. Now this isn't the official speech for the grow and show, right? This is just another feeler, because we want to see if all the fish have arrived in the UK alive to start with. So there's no way I'm going to start a grow and show with a pond full of High-Ute series from Shinoda coming up that might be dead on delivery. And he has stressed it has happened before, which would be absolutely devastating for everyone and everything. But what I came off the phone to him a couple of days ago, and now these fish are all between about 35 and 45 cm, I believe, okay? There's going to be a video of the fish as well. Now, the fish are ranged, obviously the quality of the fish. Now, a quality of a Shinoda High-Ute Suri, even the last, you know, even the most undesirable Shinoda High-Ute Suri is, you know, is an amazing fish, okay? So this is what I've got to state now, that even the worst of the bunch is going to look like George Clooney in an evening suit, okay? Yes, the top of the range might be, I was going to say Tom Cruise, but his teeth are not quite straight. It freaks me out. But anyway, someone better looking than George Clooney. So we've come to, I've been haggling with the price now. So we've come to a price. Now these fish, when he sells them in Koi Water Barn, they're going to be priced between £395 and £1,500, £1,500. Okay, so obviously, you know, some of the more mint condition guys fish are going to be £1,500. Now, I'm not saying that those particular fish, like if the fish come in and there's a couple of superstars in there, and Keith goes, OMG, I'm in love. So those might not be in your particular vat or bowl, because those are a £1,500 fish. So, but bearing in mind, the average price of those fish are £395 to £595, okay? If I can get 30 people on board, between 30 and 40, well, if I can get 30 people on board, we can have those fish for £300. That's right, guys, £300. That's amazing, okay? So you're getting a £600 fish for £300. Also, Keith needs to get rid of the fish reasonably quick. So what we're going to do is, now this isn't official, so don't go ringing Keith. I think a few people have rung Keith already, so I think there's the feelers have definitely felt the right people, and they're interested in the grow and show. I think it's going to be great. Now I want to stress that I'm not gaining nothing whatsoever. I'm buying my own fish, and I'll be buying the winners' fish for them. Okay, so I'm down loads of money, and I've got to do a trip next week to Koi Water Barn. So I can't work at my pump house. I've got to drive 400 miles, return trip, to Koi Water Barn to do a video for you nice people. And it's all out of the goodness of my own heart, right? But we haven't put all the bells and whistles on the competition yet. Keith is a little bit dubious, going, do you think we'll get 30 people on board? I said, well, I've had the feelers for 40 people already. I think they are interested. So basically, please comment below again. The fish are going to be more than likely £300, but these fish normally are between 400 and 1,500 quid, okay? So it all depends on your eye when you're picking the fish, how obviously good a quality that you're going to pick. The competition will run pretty much from next week. So what you're going to do is, if you want to be in it, you've got to be. If you want to win it, you've got to be in it, and you've got to phone Keith at Koi Water Barn, pay for your fish, okay? Once 30 fish have been paid, between 30 and 40, 40 is the maximum. So there's only 40 places, guys. So don't hold off. It ain't like, I think he's got a load of fish coming in, but there's only 30 to 40 available for this competition because he needs some to sell to punters, okay? So once we've hit that 30 fish mark, the competition's active. It's on, because he can make his money back from 30 fish. So we can have the fish for £300. If he can't get 30 people, then he's not going to be able to make enough money for the price of the fish and the shipping from Japan, okay? Everything's gone up, and basically you're shipping water from Japan, so you're shipping like kilos of water for one fish. So it's expensive, guys, right? So, and also, he doesn't mind holding the fish for a little while, but they will have to go reasonably soon. So it's quite a sharpish thing, okay? So the fish will probably be on sale next week. Tickets will be on sale next week. Buy your fish, and then I would say, realistically, I'd like to do it before Christmas, okay? So the event will be hosted in Koi Water Barn. We'll have sandwiches, egg and cress sandwiches, and some tea and coffee, and then we will set a date. Me and Keith will set a date for the future, probably after the growing season or towards the end of the growing season, like September-ish, and it will be judged then obviously on the size and the quality and how you've looked after your little finned friend. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Don't go ringing Keith at Koi Water Barn at the moment, okay? Because it's not certain yet it's going to go on. We've got to make sure these fish have come over and they're in mint condition, and it's all good to go, okay? Also, the prize money is great. Keith's going to invest £500 gift card from Koi Water Barn, so that's incredible. A £500 gift for the winner anyway. And also, I'm going to pay for your fish. So if you win, give me your bank details and I'll deposit 300 quid. Right, so that's £700 prize money, guys. You get £700 prize money and a free fish. It's incredible. Are you joking? That's like loads of money and loads of fun and loads of everything. You can't lose because you're getting a lovely fish for like half price anyway. So anyway, comment below. I want serious people. So if you ain't serious about picking up the phone next week and buying a fish for 300 quid, don't comment. If you are, we want to know you. Okay, so we need 30 people to do this. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking rubbish now. I'm going to start prepping this place, ready for the rubber roof. Then I got to go and have tea and breakfast with my parent-in-laws until they go back to Kent. I'm only joking, they ain't that bad. And then I'm back here putting the rubber roof on, and that's happening. Then we're going to do some stonework, and then I'm probably going to be dark by then because I want to go out and do some stuff with the boy. And then in the garage tonight I'm going to make my new cover, and tomorrow is a whole new day and there will be another video. I can promise you that now, because I got ants in my pants and I don't stay in bed for long. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the rest of this video. I'll see you in a minute. So as you can see, guys, I've obviously got a little bit of a extra there. And we've got a little bit here. Let's see if we can get up. So this is the contact adhesive I've got to put on next. That goes 100mm around the sides, on the actual rubber and on the top. Wait till it goes tacky, bosh, down, lovely. So Let's get up. My fish have just been fed. There we are, guys. Rubber roof is on. So like I was saying, I've got a nice overhang here. I've got to buy another piece of wood to go in there, because what I've actually done is, if you can see that, I've put a bit of batten because the trim's going to come to about here, and then I've got a nice bit of timber underneath there. I've got to cut this off square because I've got another bit to go across there, the fascia. But yeah, so this roof, guys, as if you can see, you've got that, and you leave about 100 mil all the way around to the contact adhesive. So this is what I've done as well, guys. You see, I've extended the roof by 1 inch on each side to give me that nice overhang. But these bits here are going to be covered with the actual lip that goes on the top. And then when I do my pergola with the top on, the top will fall into this. So all the water that comes off my pergola from on top here will all travel down here. A little bit of a bump there. But yeah, not too shabby, guys. I'm no expert. It's got a couple of creases from the factory and from the folding, but it is what it is. That will not come off. Good stuff. 1.2 mil thick, that is. So I'm going to crack on now with the adhesive on the outside, the contact adhesive, and then we'll think about doing some trim. I can do a couple of trims and then pop down to B&Q and get what I need. Buzzing, absolutely buzzing. And the sun's come out, guys. It couldn't have been a better day, because we've got a bit of sun that's going to creep around now and warm up this and possibly cure that PVA glue a little quicker than it would in this temperature anyway. It's not mega cold anyway. It's probably about 8-10 degrees now. It's quite pleasant, to be honest. It's time for a beer, guys. It's the first one of the day. Check it out. So what I'm going to do is, from now on in, the day's almost over. Done the roof, so it's Saturday. It's Sunday. I've got to make a roast later on, but me and my missus like to have our roast later on, so we sort of have it for 6 o'clock in the evening. So I can start getting slightly tipsy. But guys, let me let me spin you around and show you the roof. Typically, the roofers have done me short a few fittings, so I'll have to pop down to the roofing company tomorrow. I'm down about a dozen black poly top nails. I've broken two, my fault, those two. But anyway, and a couple of like the little clips. I'll show you in a minute that link the corners and all together, you know. But guys, I've got a couple of bits of timbers now just to put around that I've just picked up from B&Q. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm well chuffed. Oh, let me spin you around. Yeah, so there we are, guys. So I've got a little bit of timber to go across there now in a minute. It'll tuck up nice. Let me step on my grass. I don't like anyone stepping on my grass. Yeah, looking nice, huh? I've got 2 little poly caps that I've broken there, which will not, I can't leave that go. That has to be changed. But you can see now, guys, I've put a bigger bit of timber. So I put a bit of, let me get this into view again. So I've put a little bit of batten across the top, and then I've put that section down. So I knew it was going to be like a nice fascia. So I've done that all the way around. Well, apart from there, obviously, and my neighbour's side, which I've got to do in a minute. I've got to, just the way this fell is, there's a little nib by there, so I've got to run my saw across there later on and nip that off, which would not be a problem because it's just touching the door as I'm opening it. And then just got to tidy up those little bits, but you're not going to see those bits of rubber, but look, you can see I'm down a load of poly tops there. So and these things I'm down, guys, is see that, like that little connector thing, I'm down 3 of those buggers. But when I'm down there, guys, I've seen there's like a fitting that goes underneath the rubber with a rounded edge. It's almost like a little kitchen upstand, do you know what I mean? A little plastic one, and that'll be awesome to do the trim all the way around there. So what I'm going to try to do is buy a load more lengths of them and trim the inside. I'm not sure if my Mucker G James, the Koi Whisperer, has done the same, but it's actually, I just want to prove to you that I'm 1 step ahead of that guy. Sorry, James, but it's true. So like, you can see them down here. I've used them as well for the back of my worktop, which is absolutely full of rubbish, but you can see in there. Yeah, so worst case scenario, I could take those off, but I don't really want to because that's just opening another job. But basically, where are they? I think I've got a couple of offcuts. Yeah, so I've got a couple of offcuts here, guys. It's these things. They are lovely. Look at those. Those are made for the job. So I'm going to try to get another couple of those and a couple of those little connectors. But apart from that, yeah, it's gone good. Got a little bit of that left over. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to crack on with the rest of the roof, see what I can do before the sun goes down. Yeah, and I tell you what, I've got to thank a few people actually. There's a guy called Wayne, who, from his own words, is not very nice, but he keeps koi. I'm only joking. I like him. He gives me some good tips. He's a builder, and he said to me, "Why have you got that ugly thing there? Why don't you put some down spotters here?" Well, thank you very much, Wayne, because I've got 2 square white down spots, which I can put pretty much one there where I've drilled that hole, and another one equal distance across there. 2 down here would look really nice, and that's hell of an idea. So I'm going to do that, and then I can put that up there, because I've got a bit of wire up there ready to rock and roll. This place is going to be illuminated like, Alton Towers. I have climbed the highest mountains. Mate, how much do I look like Bono? Prop up Botel there. Rightio, guys. It's the end of my day. Well, it's not the end of my day. It's 5:30. But I got to go and do some fatherly things now. I'm going to go and do some fireworks. And I'm 2 days late, but the boy fell asleep on fireworks night. So we're going to take it down to a local little field. And don't worry, they're non-noisy, kiddie ones. So we'll stimulate him a little bit visually. But anyway, thanks for watching today, guys. I'm well chuffed with the progress of the pump house. The roof is totally complete. The fascias are totally complete. We've also got... So hope you like my progress today. I'm buzzing I got the roof on. I'm super thankful that it was dry today and I could achieve that. Still feel a bit like Bono. Oh yes. Oh yes, that makes me feel well powerful. And tomorrow I'm gonna do the pond cover. I've told you that. So guys, just a reminder, please comment below if you are genuinely interested in the Shinoda Grow and Show. Like I said, we do need 30 people minimum to make this work. I will tell you on my next video. Well, I'll tell you on the video next week. We'll show you the koi coming into Gatwick, I believe it is, or Gatwick, I'm sure it is. Keith's going to do a video of the unboxing as well. I'm going to go down next weekend and show you a video of the actual quality of the fish, the size of the fish. And then that is going to be the deciding factor if it goes ahead or not. So please, only serious interest, comment below. But there we are. That's enough for tonight anyway, guys. So I hope you like the progress on the pump house today. And I will tell you, I've got optics in, and I've got Japanese gin, Japanese whiskey, and Japanese vodka to go in there, along with 2 crates of Asari when I build my amazing bar in there. I can't wait, guys. We're just going to get drunk together and we're going to talk about fish. And whoever wants to come over and have a drink with me any weekend, send me a message and you're more than welcome to come around and say hello and have a look at my pond. Can't be fairer than that, can I? See ya!